You know when grown-ups tell you everything's going to be fine, and you think they're probably lying to make you feel better?
Yeah.
Everything's going to be fine.
You know one of the best things about having a time machine? You can go back in time and enjoy the things you like, way before they became popular. Yeah, you know, go back to the time when nobody knew what you were talking about, when you would quote Doctor Who or whatever like that. Now, they all exist in Hot Topic stores as t-shirts. And that's sad. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Yeah, well, pretty much what I just said was, you know, hey, look, I've been watching Doctor Who for a long time, and when you would walk around and you would, like, you know, casually mention something, you know, or you'd say, hey, this reminds me of this, or people would see you carrying a Cyberman helmet. Yeah, true story. People would say, hey, what is that helmet robot thing you're holding? And you go, it's from Doctor Who. And they would go, Doctor what? And you just want to smack them in the face because you're like, come on, even if you don't know what it is, you should know the name, right? But now you can't go more than 3 feet without somebody going, hey, did you watch the new Doctor Who? Shut up! Just go away! It was a nice little thing that I enjoyed all by myself for a while, and then now it blew up and everybody likes it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was like that with me with Wolverine a long time ago, because I remember when I first liked Wolverine, I was like, hey, this is a really cool character. You know what? This will be my new favorite character, because surely no one will ever like this guy. Yeah, oh well. Anyway, on to today's review. Look, I'm not trying to belittle anyone who likes Doctor Who, even if you came into it late. No, that's not what I'm saying. But there are a lot of people out there, hey, I'm looking at you hipsters, who just like things because it's popular. Well, I guess if you start to like it because, you know, you're like, hey, what is this? And it's popular, so you think, I'm going to try it. And then you end up really liking it. I mean, really liking it. Hey, cool. That's fine. I don't mind at all. But, you know, if you like My Little Pony or something, just because everybody's talking about it, look, man, seek help. You need help. Because I like My Little Pony. I'm not afraid to mention it. I think it's a very good cartoon. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Doctor Who. Every time I say Doctor Who, I hear that old song, Doctor Who. Yeah, Fu's not really a singer, so just ignore him. Anyway, on to today's review. Now, I think it's Big Chief Studios, when they first created their 12-inch line of Doctor Who figures, the very first one they came out with was the Matt Smith Doctor Who. Check him out. He looks amazing. Now, this is one of those figures that you see pictures of it on the internet, and I can say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, probably even on here, it does not do the figure justice. Because the figure is really, really good. And if you look at his head there, his face, the skin tone, everything. I mean, they did such a good job. And you got to realize, this company wasn't making 12-inch figures. I mean, this was their first real try. And I mean, some of the ones you see in Toys R Us that, you know, are mass-produced and stuff, they look terrible. And they've got licenses and stuff. But these look really good. I mean, they look amazing. Now this one was, I bought this one when it first came out. I got lucky and was able to get it. I didn't get the signature edition. I wanted to, but back then they were so expensive because you have to order these straight from Big Chief. And, you know, the overseas shipping charge and stuff is a lot of money. So I had to wait and just get lucky and find one. So I ended up finding this one, and I loved it. But by that point, they had already announced a couple more. Now, Amy Pond, his little companion in the first time that Matt Smith was the Doctor, it was his first friend running around in the TARDIS. Well, you know, I wanted her too, because she got announced. But she was going to cost almost as much as he did, and I couldn't get him the first time out, so I had to wait. And then, finally, I found the following! I found this! Oh gee, you're probably saying, well, what is that? I don't know, we'll come back to that. But I also found this, and it is the Doctor Who. Oh, panning down, Amy Pond 1/6 scale figure. Oh, and if you look up here, it says Limited Edition Collector Series. And look over here, you'll see, oh, hello, Karen Gillan. Oh, you are so pretty. Now, I have a major crush on this girl. So, yeah, Karen, if you're not doing anything, I know you're off filming a new TV series and stuff, and you were in Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that. So if you're not doing anything now, you can give me a call, because I'm not doing anything. And if you look down here, it says Doctor Who and Babaka. Okay, so that's pretty cool, and that's a very good picture of her. I like that a lot. So let's look at the other side of the box. Wow, who knew that Karen had a twin sister? Hey, Karen's twin sister, if you're not doing anything, call 1-800-FOOL, because I would like to talk to you. She is very pretty. I like her. Anyways, and then if you look down here, it says Dawa Babaka. Okay, so let's look at the back of the package. So here's the back of the package, and as you can see, it's the Amy Pond doll. Now, this is the prototype, I suppose, the first one they did. This is the first photos they showed. And when you first see it, you're like, whoa, that looks really good. And, you know, love her outfit and everything else. It just looks amazing. Looks like they captured everything about her. And then when the doll came out, her face didn't quite look as good as that, and everybody was kind of disappointed. But we'll get back to that later. And then here you see a little blurb. It talks about Amy Pond and how Big Chief Studios is proud to present the Amy Pond figure. Well, you should be proud. You did good, Big Chief. This is an awesome figure. And then there's the Doctor Who and the logo. And there's a little Big Chief symbol. I like that. It's a little Indian. That's pretty cute. And then over here it says Babaka again. Okay, so I say well, sort of open it, because we got to open the flap and see what's inside. Let's go inside the TARDIS, shall we? So here's the flap opened, and this is going to be kind of hard to do because it sort of bends around. So there you go. There's the Doctor Who symbol that resembles the TARDIS. And then it says here all the little doodads, and there's the credits. There's pictures of Amy Pond everywhere. And then it says right there, if you look, it says specification. If I turn it a little bit, you can't read it, but it says everything she comes with. And then up here, it says accessories and everything else she comes with, apparently. And then there's some more pictures of the Amy Pond figure, like reenacting scenes from the show or whatever, poses and stuff. And like I said, that's the prototype head. And, you know, I thought it looked good. I didn't have a problem with it at all. And then the actual head came out. Now, I've never seen this. Now, like I said in the Ninja Turtle review, I have not looked at this doll yet, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know. I mean, you saw it as well as I did when I opened the flap just now. But over here, if you look, there she is with all her little accessories and stuff like that. And she looks amazing. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, and it says Amy Pond 1/6 scale figure. That looks so cool. And you know what? A lot of people complain about her head. Now, from here it looks fine. I know she's wrapped in plastic and stuff like that, so we'll have to see. So I say, wait. Open it! Let's go back inside the TARDIS. Where's the TARDIS? Where's the TARDIS? Oh, I can't find the TARDIS! Now, when you slide the trays out of the box, there's actually 2 trays in there. It doesn't look like it's big enough to hold 2 trays, but it does. One side of the tray, or one tray, actually has the stand. There you go. That's almost like the Doctor Who stand, but different. And then a little letter, and then there's the little letter over there, the invitation, and then there's the back of the stand. And then that right there in that empty space, that's where the autographed edition plaque thing would come from. And I really wish I had that, because I would love to have Karen Gillan's autograph, but I don't. And then over here, you'll see the rest of her. So there's her hands, and there's a photo, and there's a bunch of other stuff. We'll look at that in a minute. So there's what the trays look like. Now let's remove the little plastic thing from the tray over there. So here's the figure with the tray removed, and as you can see, there's a picture frame with her and a bib, and I won't get into that. And there's like a little raggedy TARDIS, and there's some hands. She's got 4 hands, and she's got a little ring on her finger, if you look real careful. And then there's the doll itself, and then up here there's her cell phone, and an apple, and a little raggedy her, a little doll of, a little raggedy, I can't remember, Amy, I almost said Anne, Raggedy Anne, little Raggedy Amy, that's hard to say, holy cow. And then there's a pin on a string, and then there's her head sculpt. Now, I'm not going to get into all of the accessories, because, honestly, I came to the game late with this one, and a lot of other people have already reviewed it, so I'm just going to review the doll, and whatever was in that box, and just like Brad Pitt says in Seven, what's in the box? Let's look at the figure. So here she is, fresh out of the package, and there's her stand all put together. And it looks just like Matt Smith's stand, but a little different shape. And then there's her boots, which look really good, by the way. Now, I haven't posed her or anything, just like always. I've just stood her up and put her on the stand. Now, I don't know if those are the hands I'm going to go with. I just left those on there because that's the way she comes. And then here's her shirt and her jacket. And, you know, like I said, see how it's folded up? I haven't fixed it or anything like that. And then there's her face. Now, I'm going to say this right now. Does that look doll-like? Yes, it does. But you know what? I don't understand what so many people complained about, honestly. That doesn't look that bad, considering Big Chief doesn't make 12-inch figures, and a person like Karen Gillan has very soft features on her face. It's not like she has, like, a lot of character, like, you know, Tommy Lee Jones or something. So it's gonna be harder to capture her likeness. But you know what? That doesn't look nearly as bad as everybody on the internet made it sound like. I mean, she looks really good. Now, I don't know if I just got lucky or what, but that doesn't even look like the ones I've seen in reviews. So I don't know what happened, because that actually does look like her face to me. Now, her hair's a little unruly and would need to be styled or whatever. I mean, a little bit, because most of it's stuck underneath her coat and frizzed out and stuff. And I do think her hair's a little long for Amy Pond. I don't remember her hair being quite that long. I think it went down to, like, basically her lapel thing there, and that's about it. But, anyway, yeah, her head doesn't look nearly as bad as I thought it would, and I really like it a lot. Now, you can see a little, like, smudge thing there on her forehead from the bag that she was in. I haven't, like, fixed it up or anything, but she looks really good. I like her a lot. Now, there's the figure. I think her outfit looks amazing. I think everything about the figure looks amazing. And I say we see what she looks like with the Doctor. What do you say? Come on over here, Matt Smith. So here they are together, and I have to say, I really like it. Now, you might be saying, well, Amy looks very doll-like compared to the Doctor. And look, I'll still agree with you, but, because he looks so much more realistic. But Karen Gillan is very pale. She's got bright red hair and stuff like that. And, you know, look, they captured, I think, at least her skin tone enough for me. I think that looks enough like her. I think that looks really good, to be honest. I am not disappointed. I like how the scale, she's almost as tall as the Doctor because she's very tall in the show. I think that looks amazing. I wish the stands went together better. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if there's another way to put them together or something. But I do wish they would have, at least, I don't know if they did think it through and there's going to be more pieces or something that go together, you know, in the future. You know, like snap together. I don't know. But I do wish the stands went flush together or something so that you could put them in position together. But you know what? This isn't nearly as bad as everybody made it sound. I don't know what the deal is. Seriously. And like I said, I haven't even messed with her yet, so she looks amazing. I like it a lot. Now, you're probably saying, what's in the box? Oh, come on, what's in the box? Look, anybody who's bought this figure already knows what's in the box. But you know what? I swear, that looks like her to me. I may not need what's in the box, so let's see what's in the box, shall we? Let's open the box. When you open the flap of the box, you will find another Amy Pond head. Yeah, and a neck connector there. And that's really cool. So let's see how this head stacks up with the other head. Let's go see. Now, in this scene, Amy Pond is saying, alas, poor Amy Pond, I knew her, Horatio. Okay, now, if you look here, you can see the two heads together. Now, this one over here looks really, really good. But you know what? So did this one at one time. Now, this one looks better. So, yeah, I guess people, you know, that complained and stuff like that to Big Chief, and, you know, you got your wish, and they made a new head. Seriously, you know, it worked out for the better. But this one was not that bad by itself. It actually looked better than it did on all the photos I had seen on the internet and stuff like that. So, you know, look, I like the sculpted hair being the proper length and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But, seriously, there was nothing wrong with that head. You know, a lot of people complained and stuff, and I understand at the right angles it's going to look like a doll and this and that. But, honestly, there was nothing wrong with it. So thank you, Big Chief, for making this new head that looks a little bit more like Karen Gillan. I like that you did her sculpted hair because it looks amazing. Now, should we take this old head off and put the new head on? Shall we do it and see what it looks like? What do you say? Okay, let's try it out. You know what? I felt horrible tearing her head off like that. I really did. Because look, I'm not going to be like everybody else on the internet. This may not be like one of the points that's popular. But there was nothing wrong with that head. Seriously, there was nothing wrong with that head. It actually looked better than I thought it would. Now, will the new one look better? Well, of course it will. But you know what? everybody should have been happy with that one. And I guess, you know, by complaining, you get what you want, because look at this. Does that look more like her? Yes. Does the hair look better? Yes. But you know what? Those two now look like they go together. So that's really cool. That looks like a really good set to have. Posed up better, of course. I gotta find a pose for her. But yeah, there was nothing wrong with that head. Big Chief, you still did a great job with that head and stuff like that. And like I said, I felt like I was ruining the figure. The head came off really easy, though. You just, you know, barely tug on it. It comes right off. And then this one has the new neck connector piece or whatever. You pop that inside the head, and then you pop it onto the ball joint. It goes on really, really easy. A lot easier than any Hot Toys dolls. Let me tell you that right now. So there's the review of the Emma Pond figure. I am very happy with her, and I found her on the internet, as always, like I always do, and I got her for a really good price, and it came with that extra head, and I want to thank the person that sold her to me. Thank you very much. You've made my day, and I am very happy. So, if you'll excuse me and the fellow time travelers here have some places to go. First, we're going to go back in time and watch The Empire Strikes Back again for like the 11th time. Yeah, and then we're going to go and see some dinosaurs, and oh, that would be amazing. And we can go, oh look, that's what Grimlock should have looked like in the new movie. But no, Michael Bay had to have his way and have to have skeleton robots. I don't know what he's thinking. Then what can we do? We can go to today and help me make this review, because it was kind of hard to do. So, until next time, tune in for more food reviews! Wow! Oh my goodness, that's very gross. No, felzbug, there's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here! Oh, Karen, why? Why, Karen? Call me, Karen. Please call me.